Hello everyone, the Kentucky Patriot here. Got something I want to share with you. This is a round that I kind of found very interesting. I have no experience with them, so I'm going to learn as you do right here today. But the reason I wanted to share this is because my wife found this the other day at a big box store. We do try to shop local. I've got friends that own a gun store, got friends that owns pawn shop, got friends locally, and we do try to shop locally, even if it's a little bit more, just to help shop local, help the little guy, help your neighbor. But the reason I wanted to share this because she did buy this at a big box store. It was Rural King, and she got these for $14.99 or something like that, which is a really good price. Especially with everything that's going on. But to find what is advertised as self-defense ammunition special duty, Sinter Fire is the name of the round. It's Sinter Fire, not like a rim fire, Sinter Fire, but a S-I-N-T-E-R fire. And it is a hollow point. It says self-defense, hollow point, lead-free, reduced ricochet. You can look it up. The caliber that she got them in is 40 Smith & Wesson, which is my carry round, my carry gun for most of the time. This is 125 grain projectile, and there's 20 rounds for 14 bucks. Because even before the pandemic, even before everything happened, you're just going to pay more for your self-defense cartridge than you are your full metal jacket target ammo. So it's a really good price, and I'll show you what one of these look like. It looks like your typical, really just your flat nose target rounds. Except when you look, I don't know how good I can hold this still, how good the camera is going to pick it up, but the hollow point cavity is a little bit different design than what most time you'll see. But like I said, especially in this time, in the date that I'm making this video, you know how scarce ammo has been, and when you do find it, a lot of times they want to pay a war price. But to find this at a big box store, which means it's probably going to be available in your area, probably you'll be able to find this when the big box stores have them. But to have a special duty self-defense ammo at that price, because like I said, whether you bought Hornady or whatever it was, even back before all this happened, you were just going to pay more. That's self-defense ammunition just costs more. So we're excited about trying this, a very affordable round. So it looks like it's going to be available to people, at least in this day that I'm making this video. But I'm excited about testing this out. Let's see how they perform. But I did look this up a little bit, and it looks like they're American-made company. I think it was in Pennsylvania. But they did not send us this. We bought it ourselves. We're just testing this out like you do, like you would. But let's try it out and see what happens. Sinter Fire, special duty, self-defense, hollow point, lead-free, reduced ricochet, 20 rounds, 125 grains in 40 caliber. Let's see how it performs. It's hard to tell exactly when you're making these videos, especially at the range. It's got an overcast today, of how good the camera is picking it up, especially with me holding it. So we just set it down here on the ATV. That way you can see maybe a little better image of what the actual round and the hollow point itself looks like. And it is light per caliber, a little bit probably smaller grain than what you normally would think of in a 40 caliber, usually around 160, 180, something like that's the grain. But let's try it out and let's see how it performs. And that is a little bit different design. That's why I wanted you to be able to actually see the hollow point cavity in this round before we fire it. Of course, the test gun today will be the Smith & Wesson M&P in 40 caliber. Of course, it's my EDC for 80-90% of the time. Got the tack pack electronic ear pro on that come with, I think it was the last tack pack, and also these glasses that came with tack pack 2 or 3 months ago. So totally supporting tack pack today. And it was my fault. We tried to hurry up here. We got an overcast, had the day off today, so we're trying to cram this video in. I forgot the denim, so I went to the barn, and Dad had a couple old oil rags that he's working on the chainsaw or something with. So anyway, a couple layers of material, which will be the oil rags and then the water, and I'll see if I can recover a bullet. I'm going to try to shoot twice pretty quick, but I don't want to shoot too fast because I don't want to destroy my picnic table chairs here. But I'm going to hit it, try to a couple of times with the denim, water jugs, see if we can't recover a round or two. I believe it was the third jug I'll go back and watch and check again. I'm not sure if it was me or if it was where the round, let me take these off. They're supposed to be able to, which I really like those. I can actually hear better. Like when my wife's at a distance, because I don't have great hearing anyway, I can actually pick her up talking or whatever the case may be actually better at distance, and it totally muffled the sound. But me talking, it sounds a little bit funny. I don't want to be hollering at you or anything, so I'll go ahead and just remove those. But like I said, I'm going to do that again because it looked like it shot low, and it could have been me. It could have been where the rounds were lighter than what a normal 40 caliber is. That's what you always need to check. Don't go to the range and practice practice with a 180 grain and then have a different round as your carry ammunition and think what's going to hit the same spot. Whatever gun you have, you need to test with your ammo. The results were kind of interesting. I'm not sure what happened. I checked the rags, which they are pretty thick and oily, and when I picked them up, there of course the holes was in them. Look, a little piece fell out. But here is the projectile. I can't really see any expansion. Looks like maybe some fragmentation. So I don't really know what to make of this, but I will keep this round in case I didn't get a good picture of it. Maybe we can get a better one when we get back to the house, but I'm going to set this up and try it again. I don't want to hang my hat on the results of one test, but we'll set some jugs up and let's see what happens on the next round. It's kind of hard to tell when you shoot and then it falls over and one explodes exactly what jug is what, but it did look like that stayed in the fourth jug. I said the third, but it was the fourth. Sometimes when it hits, it knocks the jug over and you can't tell if it, but I believe it was the fourth jug. But we're going to try this test again and see if I can get a better shot on it and see if we can recover fragments in the bullet or whatever. And I am very unfamiliar with this round. This is not a round that I've carried or shot or been around or had any experience with. And it may not expand like your normal hollow points. It may do something more like the Liberty Special Forces round that fragments. So we have to do our research on this because, like I said, this is new to me as well. But let's try it out here and see what happens. We'll just start filming before we move anything. Looks like the shot placement was much better on this one. It was right dead center, and it totally obliviated this first jug here, point of entry. And then she can scan this around here a little bit. I see some fragmentation right here in this jug. I don't know if I can dig it out or not like this. Yep, that is part of the round right there. And there's little fragments down in here, so this very well may be just a fragmenting round, because it said about ricochet, so maybe what that means is when it hits a hard barrier, it just kind of is a frangible round, or so to speak. Here's jug number 2, and I do not see any evidence of a round being in there. Here is jug number 3. I don't see any evidence or fragmentation of the round in here. And here is jug number 4. Okay, I see it. So we do have an entry point again in jug number 4, but by jug number 4, there's a pretty big kind of exaggerated entry point, which that usually means, that typically means the bullet slowed way down. It makes just as many of you well know, if you're shooting steel or whatever, and it makes just a clean hole. It's still got a lot of velocity. As it starts slowing down, it'll pull that steel and leave a kind of a little design in the steel that shows where the bullet was slowing down. It kind of pulled it instead of just cut clean through it. And here it is again. Kind of interesting. I would like to know more about this round and what it's supposed to do, but there is absolutely no expansion whatsoever. So this is not going to perform like your Hornady, your Spear Gold Dot, your HST, your PDX-1s or anything like that. This is going to, looks like, still have a center core to it, kind of like the RIP does. And though the RIP has the trocars that spread out, looks like this one is going to have some fragmentation or frangibility to the first, looks like top, or I'd say quarter, and then it leaves this as the rest of it. And it's done that twice, and this is through, like I said, a couple layers of oily rag or a thick rag towel like, and then through water jugs. So it's pretty interesting, and none of the videos am I telling you what to do or what you should or shouldn't carry, but I just thought it was really interesting to have a defense round, you know, at $14 price mark at a big box store that's available to everybody for a 40 caliber for 20 rounds. So anyway, that is the results. You make up your own mind. I will leave a link in the description below for this company. Like I said, I don't know much about them, and you can look them up and do your own research. Also, if you would, please like, share, and subscribe. Anything you want to see us do or test, I've got some ARX rounds I like to test. I've got them in 940 and 45. Hopefully we'll test maybe those soon. I've got a lot of videos coming up in mind. But anything you want to see, you want us to discuss, you want us to talk about, feel free just to holler at us in the comments below. Just always keep it family friendly. Check us out on the Reloaders Network. May God bless you. The Kentucky Patriot signing off.